get this thing out of here. Before we get started here, if there's any questions about the game itself, let's go there first, and then a few of the players will be available for questions. So, is there any questions about the game itself?
How was Stella series?
Well, we got to get more pictures tomorrow.
And Goodwin?
Same.
Is Albert okay?
Yeah, Albert said he felt all right, and we'll just see how he feels in the morning or tomorrow afternoon.
Brad, can you just discuss as far as during the game what it felt like for you to try to manage? Did it feel like, was it normal or?
No, it wasn't normal, and it felt like there was much more urgency to win. It's been a rough 24 hours, and we haven't had a lot to smile about, so a win would give us something.
What do you think about the way the guys performed?
It was great. We've obviously out of the gate. I think you saw some after effects, but yeah, the offense turned it on in the second half of the game and gave us scored 9 runs, 5-run lead, and bullpen did their job. Again, almost felt like we had to win this game. That's why I go to the guys that I went to, even though it was a 5-run lead.
What was the end? You and the entire staff line up in front of the dugout, hugging each player as they come up. What was that moment like?
I mean that went both ways. Just felt right. It wasn't planned. Just felt right. That it on the game? Okay, we got Kole, Heaney, Upton, and Trout available. Will be available for questions.
Mike, you were drafted the same year as Tyler. You guys came up together, played in minors together. What are your emotions? What have they been like for the last 24 hours?
I can't explain it, man. Lost a teammate, lost a friend, a brother. I just got to get through it. Skaggs was an unbelievable person. Besides baseball, this is all about him. He was a husband. Carly, what a sweet girl. Debbie, his mom. Grew a relationship with them. It's just a tough, 24 hours. We're getting through it. Tough playing out there today, but like Brad said earlier, Skaggs, he wouldn't want us to, take another day off. The energy he brought to a clubhouse, just every time you saw him, he's just picking you up. It's gonna be tough. These next couple of days, the rest of the season, the rest of our life. Lose a friend. We're close. All these guys in here. I see these guys more than my family. And to lose somebody like him, it's tough. My first at bat. I get up there and all I do is think about him, I talked to Brad in the hotel. Actually, before the game, it was just a different feeling, just in shock. It's like walking around the hotel. You're just always thinking about him, and just, it's going to be tough, but like Brad said, getting to the game and playing through the game kind of got our minds off it, but it's bigger than the game. The friendship and love I had for him and his family. It's more than that.
Cole, could you talk about you hit the home
Again, it just kind of felt right, you know. We know we got an angel watching over us now, and he was a guy that lit up the room, you know, and just like Trout said, just like everybody's been saying, his energy and his positivity and just the person that he was, it ran deep, and it touched this organization for a long time and a lot of people around baseball. And you know, when I got to the plate, it just felt right to pay some respects to him, and you know, like I said, we know we got somebody watching over us up there, and today was just different, you know, and there's no playbook on how it's supposed to go today, and how you're supposed to act and react, but you know, getting back to the game, definitely what he would have wanted, and you know, I think this is a time, and today was a day that we leaned on each other like we really needed to.
Andrew, I know you're really close with Tyler. What did it mean to you to be the one, along with Cam, holding the jersey during the moment of silence, and what had to flow out of this game?
Yeah, it's just kind of something unplanned as jersey was hanging in his locker, and you know, it was just we wanted to, you know, take him out there with us, you know, one more time. You know, he meant so much to all of us. You know, he was definitely my best friend, and there's probably about 100 other people out there that would say that he was their best friend too, because he treated everybody like that. He just had such an infectious personality, and he just always lived life to the fullest, and was always the one that wanted to, you know, pump everybody else up, and you know, never wanted a dull moment. Never was never the type to let a room be silent, and you know, you're gonna miss that. All of us are gonna miss that, just the energy and the positivity that he always brought.
Guys, one or two more questions, please.
What are some of the happier times with Tyler? What are some of the things that he would say after a big win like this?
Right now, he'd be saying, "We're nasty." And honestly, there was nobody happier. There was nobody happier to win a ball game than Skaggs. You know, every time he came off the mound, and he just got done pitching, he stayed in the dugout and pumped the guys up. He'd go upstairs and, you know, waiting in that hallway when we won a ball game. There was no more energy that he brought. I mean, walking through that line in the clubhouse, that's what we're gonna miss. He's just high-fiving. We're gonna remember that energy for a long time.
Our last question. Justin, this is for you. Justin, you went through something very similar in 2016 with Jose Fernandez. How can you help these guys understand or help them go through everything that they're going to be going through?
I mean, like it's been said before, there's really no playbook for this. This is something, unfortunately, I have had to go through before, and I know how tough it's going to be every single day. And it takes a really long time for it to sink in, and it still, sometimes it just doesn't. But, you know, like the guys say, you know, reserve your sorrow for Skaggs' family and his wife. You know, we're gonna keep grinding every day and playing hard and playing with this spirit, and that's really all I can say.